This time on Street Rat Garage, we are visiting a new, to us, public auto auction in Indianapolis, the Marion County Public Auto Auction. Let's have a look around. So this auction is one that I visited one time before, but the auction, it runs on Saturday, about noon, actually at noon, and I'm usually busy on Saturdays. Well, this Saturday I got some time off, and I came up here to have a look around real good. I never looked in the lot. I just came and watched a little bit of the auction, and it was okay. It's a live auction, so there's no online bidding. This is sort of a old school style auction. You actually come here and raise your hand and buy something here in person, which a lot of auction houses are going away from nowadays. And I kind of like the old style, just coming here, having a look around, watching them run, seeing the people that you're bidding against. It's, I don't know, it makes for a better environment. Plus the inside of the building it's pretty cool. It's small, but it's got a lot of cool signage and stuff that I really like. So we'll have a look at that later. But there are a lot of cars out here. I would say there's probably 100 cars or so. This is the run sheet. There's some on the front, some on the back. They're numbered, but they skip a lot of numbers. I mean, the numbers go all the way to 496, but there's not 496 cars here, so there's a lot of skipping. But what happens is you see a car you like, let's say 107. So you come up here and you look for 107, and you see that it's not on the list. So you ignore that one, and you go over here to this one that says 384. And then you come over here and look on the list for 384. It's a Ford, that's 94, 384, which is a Chevy Equinox. So we have our Chevy Equinox, and yeah, it's not a bad car. So if you're interested in that car, you make yourself a little note on there, look it over, write down how much you think you might want to pay, and try to stick to those numbers when they run through the auction. But there's rows of cars here, and they don't match the run sheet. So these cars are not exactly in order according to the sheet, but people are going to come out here and they're going to just start grabbing these and going down the rows. So we kind of know what's going through first, what's going through second. This is second row, that's the first row over there. So they'll start way down there, do all those cars, and then I don't know if they can start here and go down or what, but I know they start at that end and go that way. So I assume they start back here and go that way again. So you kind of know what order they're going to run in, but definitely got to come out here and have a look. Well, you can only come out here and have a look because there's no online auction. All right, let's start looking around here a little bit. The first car that kind of strikes me as mildly interesting is this. It's number 67, and I'm guessing that the 15 means a year of the car. So let's look on our sheet and see what we got going on here. 67, yeah, it's a 15, so that's what that number means. So number 16 is a Chevy 67 Chevy Traverse right here. So if we're interested in that, we mark that and say it's worth about, I don't know, $1,500. If we were going to bid on that. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad shape. We don't have a whole lot of information, so we have to look this over carefully. Now, you can't start them up on sale day, but they're going to be running through the auction, so they will be running. But if you come out here during the week, you can come out here and just play around all you want. You can start these things up and look them over real good, check the transmissions out, slip in gear. I don't know if they allow you to drive them out here, but there's not a lot of room to be doing that. So you're not going to be able to really shift gears. But these tires, those tires are not good on that. So we know we need a set of tires on it already. Definitely tires. Those are shot. The rear ones are okay. What's this thing look like on the inside? These Traverses, they're, I don't know, they're basically throwaway cars, but during tax season, this is exactly what you want. People will snatch this up. Oh, the lights are dim. They're gonna have to jump start this one, aren't they? But this is a tax season car, 100%. Probably $3,000, $3,500. Well, it's a $15,000, maybe $4,000 on this one, I would say, depending on the miles of this. If it's under, 200, probably, less than that. Probably about 150. If about 150, you can get that kind of money. Oh, it's got a fish tank in the back. That's nice. So it's a little bit low. It's a little bit low on blinker fluid right here, so that needs to be filled the rest of the way up. So that light's probably not going to blink properly without the full blinker fluid in it. But overall, it's pretty nice. You drill a little hole in that and drain that out, no big deal. Now here's the thing about auctions recently. They're going down in price. I mean, they're going way down. We were up on a high during COVID, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, all that. High price cars actually probably started in 20. 19 wasn't so bad because we were all stuck inside and couldn't do anything. But now, all of a sudden, this summer, prices have plummeted into the basement. You're gonna see a lot of cars going pretty cheap. I would say most of these are gonna go under $3,000. There's probably gonna be a lot of $1,500 cars, and maybe even some $1,000 cars, maybe even some sub $1,000 cars. That'd be cool to see. I am interested to see what these bring at this this smaller live auction, because whoever's here, that's it. That's your bidding pool. There's about a dozen people out here right now. So unless a whole bunch more people show up, it's not going to be that great. Well, not that great as far as prices going high and not great for these people making a whole lot of money off their vehicles. There might be a lot of no sales, but for me and you, it's going to be really good. Good prices. Now, right next to the old Traverse is another great seller during tax season. If you can buy these cars and hang on them till tax season, you would make a fortune, but you would have your money tied up, which is not a good thing. But this Dodge Caravan here, it's actually pretty good. I know a lot of people don't like Dodge Caravans, but they do the job. This one's been doing the job for 220,000 miles, but it doesn't look wore out. I mean, looks like somebody took care of this. It doesn't look like it's been cleaned. The floor mats were taken out. Maybe it was vacuumed at one point and it just hasn't sold yet. But overall, it looks pretty decent in here. The seat's not all wore out. The brake and steering wheel's not all worn down. Now the armrest is worn down some, but no big deal. We can fix that problem real easy. There you go, problem solved. Moving on. So this lot is absolutely chock full of cars that you should be buying during tax season. Actually, you should be selling during tax season. And even the next one in line, it's a 2012 Chevy Impala. So these are incredibly sought after, especially during tax season. People love these cars. I'm not a fan, but hey, who am I to judge? Now, this is going to be a cheap one. It has some issues. Apparently, somebody did not get the old hood latch down all the way. Bent those tabs up. It looks like it's been up for a long time. This paint right here is shiny while it was flipped up, and this is all oxidized. So it's been damaged for a while now. But man, you can find this hood probably in the same color in the salvage yard, toss it on and go. While you're at the salvage yard, you're gonna have to get a new back window. So apparently this was either broken into or stolen. See, the thing is, the lock's like right there. You just stick your hand in through there, bam, you're in their car without making too much noise. This one's filthy on the inside though. And there's a little bit of a smell, but that's okay. That just leads to a lower price for you, and you can do some cleaning. Clean this thing up, fix the glass, fix the hood. That's weird. They must have had kids. You never see the back seat looking like that unless they do. So, and get a back seat while you're there. Clean up those door panels. But yeah, you can make some money off of this. How many miles? I can't see the miles. You're gonna have to grab a look at the miles while it's in the lanes and running through. So that's the best time to check and look at the miles on it and check and see if it's getting hot, because they sit there and idle for a while they're in the lanes. Make sure they're, you know, not doing all that fun stuff. But yeah, I was kind of looking for a truck. I'm still looking for a truck. This one, Dodge Dakota, man, it's beat. It's beat pretty good, but missing a mirror. It's all rusty. Does it at least have a V8 in it? Probably not, because a lot of them say V8 on the side, but this seems to be missing its badges. We got miles on here. Nope, can't see the miles, but I'd almost guarantee it's over 200,000. That's for sure. What's this? Brake release, hood release, duh. Okay, let's see what kind of engine does it have. Well, I was wrong. It does have a V8 in it, 4.7. I like the 4.7. I think they're pretty good engines. It's got the old Walmart battery in it, and it's missing this. This is kind of concerning. What happened there, that somebody took that off and didn't put it back on. But besides that, man, if it's sub 200,000 miles, might have to bid on this one. This is just a good old work truck. Nothing special. Bad tires. None of these have good tires on them apparently. Bumper's rusty. Man, it doesn't have a tow hitch on it though. Ooh, yeah, we can't put a trailer on that. So, but that bumper's super easy to find. No big deal on that one. Actually, the whole bed is pretty easy to find, and it's a 4-door. Well, you know what? I don't know if the 4-door bed's easy to find. That's the small bed. But I think the doors off a Dakota would fit on those, and that's a common color. So this is something that can be fixed up pretty easily. Not over $1,000 though. Well, unfortunately, it's not on the list. This is 151, goes from 142 to 161. So doesn't look like we're buying this one. Gonna have to start looking on the list before we get all excited about these cars. So we'll just jump to this Mitsubishi Galant. The only reason I'm even looking at this is because of the color. It's got a good color, and people like colors, and the color will sell the car, even though it's not the world's greatest car. But come from Tom Wood Honda, so it was traded in at some point to a new car dealer, and then made its way here somehow. It's got a little bit of rust right there, but that's not bad. That'll clean up, no big deal. What's it look like on the inside? It's been cleaned up, but there's a lot of people been in and out of this one. That's the problem with having this gravel. So people just track dirt all into it. It's got 227,000 miles on it. Kind of high for one of these, but not awful. There's a lot of pet hair in it, so dog. I'm surprised it's not a Subaru. That's usually what has all the dog hair in it. Got a little doink right there. Can you see that? Yeah, a tree branch fell under something. I don't know what happened there. And I didn't see that before I just opened the door. It's been Pokemon'd, which I guess those panels are starting to peel off, and they put some Pokemons on there. It's okay. Now, if you're looking for just plain old reliable car that gets you back and forth, and don't care about the little bit of rust in the bundle, this is not bad. This is an 04 Honda Civic, and yeah, these will go a long way. This one will probably rust apart before the engine dies, I would imagine. Yeah, probably the little 4-cylinder automatic. I can't get the hood up because the hood latch handle is broken. So hopefully they can get some pliers and get that pulled up. But this should be sub $1,000 right here. I'd only want to give like $600 for this myself, but we'll see what it goes for. I mean, it's pretty decent on the inside. Little automatic car. Yeah, that's not bad. Where does it? Can you see the mileage on it? No. Sometimes if you hit that trip thing, you can see the mileage, which you cannot. Okay, I'm gonna say probably 250,000 miles on this one, but the interior is pretty decent. So maybe only sub 200,000, but man, it is rusty on the back. You can fix that up though. You can put some more Bondo in it. It's fine. All of the daily driver cars are here. This is the Ford Focus, 2014 Ford Focus. Oh, it's too tight. Pro tip for these guys, don't park so close to the other vehicle. That's how you get door dings. Again, oh man, this is filthy on the inside. Perfect. That's like $300 off. That's so dirty. Wow. So $300 about what you have to pay somebody to come out here and clean this up. And you have to move the personalized stickers off of it, that's for sure. This is not bad. If it's sub 200,000 miles, it's good. You come from Oak Motors, so it's been through the ringer probably. Oak Motors is a big buy here, pay here place, and yeah, they're known for ripping people off. I don't know if you want to say ripping people off. They charge huge interest rates and big down payments, and they get their money. So I guess that's just business. If you need a car and you don't have any credit, you go to Oak Motors. Now this right here, this is a little bit better. This is a 2010 Jeep Commander. I think some of these actually had V8s in them at one point. Or do they still make this? I don't think they still make this, but it's pretty good. I can see the mileage on this one, 178,000, which if it has V8 in it would be good. I don't know about the V6. 2010, was that 3.6 or 3.8 or whatever that was? I guess we're just gonna have to have a look, but the interior is pretty clean on this one. Boom, opens right up. Yeah, this is not bad. Well, it's got the 3.7 V6 in it. Not the greatest. So I was close. I said 6 and 8. That's not bad. Looks like they're starting to get them lined up there. So we're gonna have to get inside and see what's going on. But daily driver. I don't know if that's a daily driver, but daily driver. Hyundai, Nissan, Dodge. What is that? I don't know. Lincoln. All of these cars are going through the auction, and all of these cars are going to be cheap. I don't see a really expensive vehicle in the whole lot. Oh, there's a little small Denali, GMC Denali, but even that's not great. But this is what you want. This is a really good spot to buy these less expensive cars. These are flippers all day long. $500,000 probably per car you can make. If you make a really good deal, maybe 2,000. But you got to remember, these cars aren't selling high here, which means retail is also not going to be very high. A Kia. I don't like Kias, but there's a Kia. It looks good. Subaru. There's a Subaru. More Nissans, more Chevys. Not a whole lot of pickup trucks though. I need a pickup truck. Looks like they're firing up that Dodge. It's not on the list, but maybe it'll go through. So we'll look at that. But we got to get inside now. They got the hood up on the Dodge. I hope it runs through. Looks like they're skipping on our Impala. Some of these aren't starting. So we're sitting here waiting for the auction to start, and they got a little game going. They're actually throwing bean bags to get some money off a car. So It looks like they got 3 circles. They got 3 circles on the ground, and they're throwing bean bags to get $100 or $150 off. So if you hit in one of those circles, you can get some money off on that. So that's not bad. Let's see if this guy hits. Oh, no, not quite.
That's what, if it bounces 3 times and goes in, we still count it here. It's just a great shot. Come on, Gary.
All right, they're getting ready to start now. That's the Traverse. Yeah, the 15 Chevy Traverse. I am thinking probably not more than $1,500. So let's see what she does. Trying to get $3 grand. Oh, they start out at 12, and he's trying to get $1,300 out of it. So you have to listen really close. You got to wait until they have a solid bid on there. They'll start off high, and then they'll only got 1 bid on it. Yeah, they put it on an if bid on that one. That's an if bid. So, you know, we've explained the if bids before. I'll explain the if bids a little bit different, or a little bit later. This is the Grand Caravan that we looked at right now. Let's see. This is pretty fast paced. So if you're not used to coming to the auction, it can get a little bit hectic. You know, there's only like 6 people here today, so I think a lot of these cars are gonna go on if bids. He's got $1,100 on it right now, so we'll see if he. Oh, $1,000. He was looking for $1,100. And I don't know what happened there. I don't know if that was an if bid or not.
I got a hatchback right here, guys. A little Focus car right there, guys. $2,000.
Next up is our Ford Focus. What was that year? That was a 2014. He's trying to get $700 out of it. I don't even think looks like he's got $600 on it now. He's trying to get $700 on it. That's actually a pretty good deal. And she's rolling off the block. She's a little bit whiny. It's on a if bid as well. So I'm moving on. And by the way, I did throw the beanbag, and I hit the sign that's hanging above it. So yeah, I wasn't going to film that one. All right. Well, our Dodge Dakota pickup truck, it is running through, even though I don't see it on the list. Seems to be like they're starting the bids off at like about $600. So let's have a look and see what this one goes through. I think just about every car so far has been on an if bid. So they're not getting any money on these cars. So it's all Ford Dodge Dakota. You got the title. Let's see what it goes for. He's trying to get $2 grand out of it. I was trying to get 15. So no bids on it yet. No, he's trying to get 1,000. He dropped it down to $1,000. Now he's trying to get it. He's like got 700. He's got 700 on it now, trying to get $800. I think I would only give about 600 for that one. So it's on an if bid too. Everything's going through on an if bid. Let's see if anything doesn't go through on an if bid. Okay. Well, I missed it, but they just rung a bell indicating the fact that it is selling all the way. So no matter what this thing sells for, it's going. We've got $500 on it. He's trying to get $600 on it. Too bad I didn't look at it. I don't know what's on the other side of that. But $500, and it runs. So man, can't beat that one. That guy just got it for $500. Wow, nice. So the moral to that story is come in here and look through them all to make sure that you don't miss a good deal. I would have bid on that, but man, I didn't look at it at all. Like I said, you can come here during the week and you can check all these out, and they probably tell you which one they're going to sell all the way with no reserve. So if you know that, that's when you come in here and scoop up all those $500 vehicles. Well, it looks like they brought, that's not the Denali we looked at. I think that's just a Terrain. We didn't look at that one, but yes, looks pretty good. I wonder what they're going to get on this. I'm going to say about $1,500 on this. Probably only $1,200. He's having a hard time getting any money on this one. He's asking $3. Now he dropped it down to $25. He does not have any bids on it yet. He's just trying to get $20. Now he dropped it down to $2,000. So somebody just bid $1,000. So he's got real money on it now. $1,000, trying to get $1,100 on it. That is pretty cheap for that vehicle. I bet it doesn't sell. I bet it goes on an F on that one. They got $1,000 on it. This seems like a really good place to come and buy some cars. Well, see, the bumper on the back's damaged. Yep, it's on an F bid. Well, coming up next is our Mitsubishi that we looked at. I like this one just because of the color. Yeah, we'll see what this one goes through. Got a little bit of a dent in the hood and in the bumper, but man, that's got some decent rims on it. So he's got 700 and he's trying to get 800 on it. So I haven't seen anything go too cheap besides that one for $500. Seems like he's starting out about $700 on a lot of these. So he's got 700, trying to get 750 on it. Okay. That's another if bid. Okay, here's our Honda.
Little Honda Civic right there, guys.
Little Civic. Let's see. They got the title in the office. They're ready to sell this one. So yeah, he always starts off high, $2,000. I imagine that maybe he gets a few people on those. I mean, that's what all auctioneers do. They always start up high. Let's see what he drops it down to. Let's see if he'll drop it down to 6. Yeah. Somebody keeps bidding $700. I wish they would drop it down to 500. I don't know if they're really getting that kind of money. And it's on AF bid too. Now there's a Dodge Ram. I didn't think they were going to bring this one through so soon, or I would have looked at it. It was sitting off to the side, and I just glanced at it. It is bright yellow, and I kind of like it. I think it's just a 2-wheel drive. It's sitting up kind of high. So let's see what he drops it down to. There you go. 1,000, he's asking 11. I think we should throw our hands up in here. Should we draw it? Yep. There we go. Yep. We got 30. We got it on 13. 13, 14, 14, 1400, 1400, 13, 14, go pro, 13, 1400, 13, 14, 14. I'm telling you what, that's a great running truck. Let's see if we can get this one. 13, 14. 13, 14, 13, 14. I got to call the seller real quick for you. $1,300. What's your bidder number today? There's 132. Okay, we got one on a F bid, so we'll see. We'll see if it goes through. We got $1,300 bid on that one. Let's see if we bought something. Oh, while we're looking, this is our Jeep Comanche thing here. See if it's making a noise though. I can hear it from here. Can you hear that noise? Jeep Commander with the V6 in it. I do not like the sound of that one. He's trying to get 25. Now he dropped it down to $2,000. Let's see what this one goes for. I think whatever they sell it, whoever gets a bid on it, I think they should sell this one because I am not liking that sound. Yeah, I think it's getting louder. That's definitely a pass on that one. It looks good though. I know they have some sort of, is it a cam problem or a timing belt tensioner problem? Oh yeah, that's not good. That's not good. 1100. They're gonna sell that one. Oh, it's on the if bid. I didn't think that one. Okay, it was $1,000, not $1,100. He's trying to get $1,100. They put it on the if bid for $1,000. All right, so our if bid information came back. They wanted $3,500 for that truck. Holy cow! I don't go up on if bids. So if they don't take my number, I usually don't get it. So we passed on that one. We don't have a truck yet. So let's keep looking. I was wrong about the other Ford Focus. This is actually the one that we looked at. This is a 14 Ford Focus. At least I think this is one. It's a 14 and it matches on the sheet. So they're at 8. They got 9. He's looking for 1,000. No, he got 1,000. So he's got 1,000. Looking for $1,100 on that one. That woman right there is looking at it. She bid on a couple of them. So she's looks like she's on Facebook. Not Facebook. Looks like she's on what do you call that? FaceTime. She's on FaceTime with somebody. So that's the only way you're gonna internet bid. Oh, there we go. There it goes. Selling all the way. They must have met the reserve on that one. So 13 and a half, selling all the way. Yeah. So 1350. 1350. It's got a little bit of a whine to it as well. 1350. Well, she got it. The woman on FaceTime got it for $1,300. I gotta say that's a pretty decent deal. That is only like the second car that has sold here today. So everything else has gone on an if bid, and they're not selling because prices are so low that the people that own these cars got too much money into them because they bought them months ago when the prices were high. They haven't been able to sell these cars. Who knows how long they've been sitting at this auction going through, but they're going to have to lower their expectations and take a loss because it's not going to get better until tax time. So they're either going to have to sit on these cars till tax time or take a loss on these vehicles. Well, they just brought in another one that's selling all the way. They rang the bell on this one before I started the recording, but it's a Pontiac G6. So 5.5. Oh, 5.5. Oh, you can go home on this one. That's awful good deal. It's rusty on the bottom. I am so tempted to raise my hand on that one, but I just can't. I didn't look at it. I've made that mistake before. And I haven't looked at the auction fees here yet, so we don't know. One bid, $500 bid, one and done. Yep, they sold it, $500. She's gone. Hey, look at this little car that comes through. It's a little Volvo. I didn't even see that one. Convertible Volvo. It's not bad, but man, Volvos are either good or they're bad. But there's only a $700 bid on it right now. So I gotta imagine that's a pretty good deal. It's sitting there running. I can't hear any weird noises. But the bad thing is, we didn't check it out. We don't know if the top works. We don't know anything about the car. But it's been sitting. Oh, they're up to 9.
Let me back up. Hold on. Let me back up.
Oh, they're confused.
She had to be 900. She said no. I got 850.
So, okay, 850.
Take you down $900.
Got that guy at 850.
I got 8.5, 9. 8.5, 9.
We got a few people here that are not very good at bidding. So you come up here, you got to be good at bidding. So 8.5. Oh, look! Oh, there's some plastic on that window. See, there's plastic on that window. It's on the if bid too. So far, only one more car has bid since I've been sitting here. They sent through another dozen cars, and only one sold. Everything's been about $3,000, $3,000 to $4,000. People have been wanting for these cars on if bids. So every time an if bid, it's been like double what they're bidding on. So if they're only bidding $1,500 on these cars, well, that's what the car is worth. So prices are really going down. All right, here's a pretty good looking truck, but I can hear a tick from here. And these have a problem with the lifters on these trucks, and that's exactly what that sounds like. It sounds like it's got a lifter tick from the active fuel management. So, ooh, they got $3,000 on it. So that's not awful because it's a pretty good looking truck. I mean, you're gonna have to take the engine apart and replace those lifters, but if you know how to do that, well, that's not a bad deal. I saw it sitting out in the lot. I'll listen to it. Yeah, you can definitely hear it there. The active fuel management's bad on that one. So, boy, $3,200, and it's on an if bid too. Ha, crazy. All right, let's step outside, get a break. I like that Yukon though. That's an XL Yukon. It's kind of beat up, but probably has a 6.0 in that one. Wipers hanging off the back of that one, but let's see what he goes for. These are usually pretty popular. It's got third row seating. I think this is a 07.
You're at 1650.
Oh, that's not bad. It's got check
No,
engine light
he's got
on.
first shot at it, guys.
Traction control
you got
light
first
on.
you got first shot at it for 1800. You wanting for 1800? Okay, yeah, that's okay. I thought so, yeah. That's a nice car.
Oh, it doesn't say.
$1,800. I was with him the whole way, guys. Yeah,
Probably
okay.
a 6.0. I don't know. Well, looks like they got 1,500 on it right now. Yeah, no, I think it's a little bit too beat up for that. They don't have the mileage on it. They said odometer is exempt, so that means about 300,000 miles. I think we're pass on that one. That's a if bid too for $1,500. Oh well. Well, they're still running cars through, but I think we've seen all that we need to see here. The prices are really good if you can get the bids on them. All those cars that we saw, like 5 of them sold. I'm going to say probably about 25% of these vehicles will probably sell at this auction today. But if we keep coming back here, they're going to get the hint and they're going to start dropping these prices and just selling the cars. They can't just let them run through the auction. But yeah, we're definitely going to be back. But in the meantime, they do have some older cars out here that are sitting up for sale that I believe just belong to like the owner. And I don't know how much he wants for some of these, but man, there's a step-side Ram. There's an old 1950 Chevy 4-door that's actually in pretty good shape. I might have to come back and ask about some of these cars. There's a short bed Ram with white wall tires on it. That looks nice. But the really interesting cars, 1957 Chevy. And what is this? Is this a Roadrunner? Yeah, it sure is. It is a Plymouth Roadrunner. And these have been sitting here for so long that all the information, almost all the information, it says, please do not sit anything on or lean against this vehicle. But I'm pretty sure they'll sell it. It has some auction numbers on it at one time. That's a really nice car. Oh, look, there's a big boy. So they really like collecting all the vintage stuff. But this is a nice 57 Chevy. This is awesome. If this is for sale, it's going to be a small fortune for sure. But it looks like that is all we're going to do for today. We are definitely going to be back. This is a great auction, and people are nice here. And it's a good time. I really like the old raise your hand auction for sure. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of Street Rat Garage. Until next time.